Okay, so some of you guys had questions about what is a miniature cow and how big do those get in size comparison. So I'm going to give you a quick little synopsis here of size on miniature cattle. So Hank behind me is a micro miniature, which means he is about 36 inches tall. So anything under 36 inches is considered a micro miniature. Those usually, in almost all cases, have a gene called chondrodysplasia, which means that they have a dwarfism gene, which is why they are smaller. So you can see Hank on me right here. When I stand next to him, he's only coming up to about my waist. So he is a little guy. So these three girls behind me here are also micro miniatures. So it's hard to compare with these because they're still calves. So these are all about a year old. So Roni here, Princess, and Maisie, they're all micro miniatures. They all have that chondrodysplasia gene, which makes them smaller than normal. Princess especially is our smallest cow right now on property. Compared to me, I mean, she's super short. Okay, you can see on the fence right here, this is a 4-foot fence. So she's not even coming up to the second rail. So Princess is the oldest of the cows that are micro miniatures, and she is actually the smallest. Okay, so we talked about micro miniatures. Let's talk about miniatures now. So all of our calves right now, we are expecting to be on the miniature size. So we won't know until they're full grown, but Luna, for instance here, she is not a micro miniature. She is the same age as Princess that we just saw. So she is going to be on the smaller side, but she's not going to have that gene that's going to make her really, really short. Miniatures are usually in that 36 inch to are usually in that 36 inch to 42 inch range. And when we're measuring cattle, we're measuring right here. So this is the place on the cow that we're measuring how tall they are. It's not their horns, it's not the top of their head. It's right here along the top line of their hip. So when we're talking about miniature adults, a good example is Reba, and I'm gonna see if I can get close to her. So Reba is right here. This lady is Reba. Now she is an adult, and she comes to about the third rail on the fence there. Now Midsize is gonna be anywhere between 42 inches all the way up to 48 inches. Okay, so now behind me, I have all of our mid-size cows. Maddie, she is one of our smallest adults. Now she's still a little on the younger side, but you can see she is very short in comparison to some of the other adults out here. She's a good example of like a shorter mid-sized cow. Generally what we are doing is we are breeding mid-sized cows to either mini or micro mini bulls to create a mini or a micro mini calf. Okay, so hopefully that cleared up some of the confusion on micro minis, minis, and mid-size calves. Standard size is going to be anybody basically taller than 48 inches. Now, I have seen a lot of TikToks and a lot of posts about people having house cows. Let's just be clear. That's not a thing. So a house cow is somebody that has bought a calf that is being bottle fed that they are keeping in their house until it is full grown. So in my opinion, I wouldn't want any of these full-size animals, even if they are micro minis, in my house. I don't think that's really feasible. But as a calf, some of these micro minis are very, very small, and they're almost puppy dog size, and you can have them in your house for a short period of time. Okay, so if you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to us. We also have a video on our YouTube channel about Hank specifically and chondrodysplasia and what it is and how it works and what it means. So if you want some more information on that, you can always go and watch that. It's at Fluffy Feather Farm. As always, reach out to us with any questions you might have on our cattle or our breeding program.